we're going to give all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS, and blessings and salutation to the brothers out there teaching truth and sincerity, alright? So yeah, pretty sure you brothers know about the California shooting right after, maybe like a week later or so from the Colorado shooting. So pretty much it's just, Esau is just trying to bring terror, you know what I'm saying? Just like the whole 9/11 deal, you know, war on terror, all this and that. I mean, he's been speaking on it, but now it's just happening. You know, you got Paris and you got this and that. I think
it was Salaki was a gun-free zone, you know. So that's what's so naturally people gonna say, oh, you know, that's why we got another gun-free zone, and people bringing guns into a gun-free zone, so we need to get rid of the guns.
Yep.
You know?
It's all about the Second Amendment at the end of the day, which is easier for them to bring in martial law and start putting motherfuckers in concentration camps. You know what I'm saying? Sure. It's easier to take anybody down if they can't fight back.
You also got that movie Chirac that just came out.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's about basically getting rid of the guns. Which, you know what I'm saying, Chicago is, you know what I'm saying, a war zone pretty much. But it's still about controlling the guns.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, it's Esau basically starting to show his horns. Like, he's really showing, because, man, you know, I got this, the news update on my phone, and it'd be like every day, back to back, is this and that, you know what I'm saying? And the media is what control all of that, you know? So they make sure that it get out there, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's via Facebook, Twitter, RT, Press TV, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Anything that they can make sure that that whole facade of terror get out there, you know what I'm saying? The main thing that was brought to my attention when I was thinking of it was Iron Man 3, I believe it was Iron Man 3. It was when they had that crackhead, basically. They had that crackhead. He thought he was being an actor. So he thought he was acting as a terrorist in a movie, but to the world, they was portraying him as a real terrorist. And they had, you know, like false flags and shit going about, you know, throughout the earth. And this whole time, he getting coke and pretty much, you know, some box out of the deal.
What it say up in, because I want to go back to, we said in the Second Amendment, what it say up in Psalm the 50th chapter, I think it's 50 and 5, not sure. What it say that they, basically whatever they, agreement they make, they break, you know what I'm saying? That they broke every basically agreement that they make. You know, I could double check, but Esau's not gonna keep his agreement. You know what I'm saying? Even his own. From then all the way to now, you know, from the agreements with the Native Americans to the Constitution, they never changed it, but they act like it was changed. And now they're trying to destroy the amendment, because that's the main thing. That is like the thin line between martial law and a military state and freedom. You know, that's a thin line, and that's one of the main things is the amendment, because you can't sit there and say, you can't just blatantly say it's a military state. You got to create laws, and you got to make that goes back to what Elder Gabar and the apostles are pushing, pressure from below, pressure from above, and pressure from below. Is the fact that it's a thin line, and how they putting that pressure is basically they're having these shootings, okay? Even when Paris is like, oh, that could have been us. We need to get rid of the guns. See, you know. So they're using any opportunity to get the guns to get the guns away from the citizens, and at the same time up the ante with the firepower with the law enforcement. Okay, which is basically a police state, eventually, you know. You found it?
No, I know what you're talking about. Book the covenant or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I think Psalm 50 and 5 is right there.
Yeah, I ain't 50 and 5.
83.
Probably 55. We can't find it right now.
Broken his covenant.
Yeah. You found it?
Psalms 55 and 20.
Okay, 55 and 20.
He had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Yeah, such as right now is dealing with the citizens. Really, to be frank about it, is the minority, man. Because Jake out there, you got black on black crime, but you ain't got black on white crime. You know, well, there's a statistic that shows black on black crime is the highest. White on black crime, or black on white crime, is very low. You know what I'm saying? So basically, ain't nobody, Jake ain't coming after you. You know, you did war in Chirac or Chicago, dealing with a bunch of niggas killing niggas. Okay? And you may have if you got Edomite getting killed by somebody, it gotta be a mid-level to a low-tier Edomite. You know? Trailer park trash to a nigga that work at a decent job. He's a manager at fucking KFC or something. You know, if something happens. It's rare that you get a nigga like Miko Jenkins that's gonna rob any fucking cracker he sees and kill him. It's rare that you get that. You know, I was watching this one video. It's some bullshit, but it was this one video with a guy with a talk show where he had an Edomite on the phone. You seen a Jake, basically a dark-skinned Jake with dreads, and he had a suit on. And she said, if I seen you on a bus, I would hold my purse. And the guy brought out a accurate fact, is that the fact that statistically your husband or a family member or someone close to you is more prone to kill you, and people dying or getting robbed on a bus is highly unlikely statistically. That's the last thing that would happen. You know what I'm saying? Then he's like, he go on further to say that he don't ride buses. It's just the fact that you create a racism that don't even exist. You clenching your purse while I'm on you next to you on a bus don't even make no fucking sense, man. You know, like you should clench your purse, or you should sleep with one eye open when you sleep with your husband after you've been cheating or you treating them a certain way. You know, but you feel comfortable because that's your own people. You know, had a personal situation. Me and this brother know about how Edomites react when they see two black niggas.
Yep.
You know, so you motherfuckers really got a problem with what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? So when the scripture says such as be at peace with them, Jake is trying to find. We talking about the in between niggas that think they're kings and queens, and they're proud to be black. Them niggas are trying to be at peace with you. They're trying to find a way to be Africans and at the same time not bother you. Because if anything, you come on and tell them about the so-called white man, and believe me, I crossed that path, they will defend him to the death. But then you talk about how great that dark-skinned people are, they'll defend that, they agree with it to the death. Those are the type of people. So, and they all around the neighborhood, man. That's the bulk of the Jake, man. That's the 2/3 mainly, man. Okay, so let's go ahead.
He had put Psalms 55 and 20. He had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant.
He had broken his covenant, man. Now you can involve the Caucasian. You can involve the basically American citizens. His covenant is the amendment. Okay, these people are not attacking the government. The government was built to listen to the people, which it doesn't. Now, when we say not attacking, all these are false flags. The what is it? Bardino, whatever. That's a false flag. Okay. All these situations that have been happening all these times, some of them may have been real, but some of them, if it happens in America, it's an obvious false flag. Okay? Unless a Jake gets shot in the nigga protest. Okay? And it's all boiling down to it's going to be a one world government. It's all boiling down from pressure above and pressure below, because no matter how much you crackers talk about all this peace and it's crazy, it's mind blowing that our people don't see it. But I'm going to just say it like this. It's mind-blowing the fact that Esau, the main one that taught y'all all this shit, we must come together shit. But soon as a nigga, a man with melanin and a beard shoot up a place, he's a terrorist. But then when you got a cracker with a beard that shoots up a Planned Parenthood facility, he's a cool guy that spazzes out violently every now and then. You know what I'm saying? He's not labeled a terrorist somehow. Okay?
He's a mental patient, or he needs help.
Yeah. So that's how that goes, man. But then you talk to Jake, and it's like, oh man, that's just that one person, or just this one person. And I watched this video with Muhammad Ali, and he gave a great example. He said, imagine you got 10,000 snakes coming through to bite you, and 1,000 of them snakes, you know, won't bite you. Would you close the door, or won't you? Would you let them snakes in and hope them 1,000 create a wall to stop the rest of the 9,000 from getting at you? You know, so basically what I'm saying, if you find 1 or 2 white people that are cool, does that compensate for the rest of the Edomite nation? No, it doesn't. Like we were talking Edomite on last weekend. You talk about all this shit, and you say, you know, she wasn't bucking up to me at all. But the concept is you talk all this shit about we must come together, and this is how I'm killing racism. But does that stop the existence of racism all over? Eric Garner, Mike Brown, you know, a 16-year-old just got shot. Freddie Gray. You got 2 niggas that got shot. You got 1 nigga that got shot because he had a knife, and they said he was attacking him. He was high on PCP. They say he was attacking him. And they showed the video. Ended up getting murdered. Okay, but it took you that long to get the fucking dash cam, nigga. You're the police department.
And technology has increased.
That shit takes about 10 minutes to upload, man. It don't take us that long. It don't take us no fucking 3 months to get this uploaded, man. You see what I'm saying? And you got a higher rank, you got a more compatible technology than we do.
Yeah.
You know?
That they was in the McDonald's deleting.
Yeah, they deleted that. Okay, and then I see another video where another nigga got shot. You know, he was on the sidewalk, and he was walking, and he was basically walking away, man. Okay, you choked out a nigga manually, all hands, and you can't tackle a nigga. You can't use your taser.
What the fuck is the point of learning all them techniques to restrain?
Yeah, just show them how to shoot. But and another thing, you got why this is happening. You got niggas in London taking down a nigga with a machete. You know, with no guns. You know, basically, and then on top of that, while this is going on, you got Edomites saying, "Oh, he had a knife." You mean to tell me you cool with a nigga getting put to death because he had a knife? If your child had a knife, and he was no threat to the police, even if he was a threat to the police officers, you're not gonna try to find the best solution or be upset about it. But you're mad because we're mad about it. But that's the I really don't care about Jake, but at the same time we care about Jake. You know what I'm saying? It's that the paradigm, like, we don't give a fuck about these 2/3, but at the same time we give a fuck about our people, and we know Esau the damn devil, man. You know what I'm saying? So when he pulled this bullshit, we be like, that nigga deserved it. That nigga as a race, he deserved it. And at the same time, because that nigga shouldn't have had a knife, should have been high on PCP. But at the same time, we know the so-called white man's a devil, because only the devil will shoot a nigga when he could just tase him and take the weapon from him. Right? You know what I'm saying? You're superior. You already look at us like we ain't shit. We can't be shit in combat. You know? How you place it, we're incompetent. You know? But that's what Esau does. But back to what we're saying, you know, is that they make these decrees and they break them, man. You can't trust them. Okay? You can't trust them. You're not supposed to be making no agreement with the enemy. Your 501c3 charters. But right now, we're in a time that they're going to destroy this Constitution, man. You go ahead, brother. That's
Psalms. You said we'll read the rest of it? Okay. Psalms 55 and 21 said, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
At the end of the day, every Edomite you walk up and talk to, it's talking about sticking together, but then you watch on the news, niggas getting shot down like dogs. You got a nigga handcuffed, shot dead on the news with their eyes open. Really, I never looked at it as, you know, like horrible until a person that person when they were watching it, they brought out a fact. Cause I'm looking at it like this nigga, you know, I'm looking at it like the prophecies and you know what, you know, putting all that together. But I never sat there and put myself in nobody else's shoes on that aspect of the point, which is think about a parent looking at their child on the news, eyes open, dead, and you putting that for the world to see. You know what I'm saying? Think about that's your child, whether they fucked up or not, but that's your child dead. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? That's some embarrassing shit, man. This nigga ain't Goliath. He ain't no fucking Philistine. Well, really he is. You know? We're Israelites to Esau, man. So they're gonna parade us through the city, man. You know? But that's what you do in war. That's what you do in war. You know, key word is war. That's what you do. They don't want you doing justice. That's you know, as far as a system, and we don't parade our own. We don't parade our own around. As y'all say that we are all the same and all that. That means that's your own. As an American, I'm supposed to be an American citizen. I got a birth certificate, all that shit. You don't parade me around the fucking city to see, the world to see. You do that to your enemy, man. When you get Gaddafi, you get fucking Hussein, you parade them niggas around. You don't parade your own around. But that's what they do because we are the enemy of these people, man. Okay? That's it to that? That's it.
Yeah.
You go ahead, brother.
Okay.
Revelations. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth.
Yeah, woe to the inhabitants, man. That's us, you know, the men of the Lord. Not so much us, because we put our trust in the Lord, you know what I'm saying, to protect us, but mainly, you know, the people that don't even know nothing, you know what I'm saying, or think they're going to save themselves by their own power or something like that, man. You know, the doomsday preppers and shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Americans.
You know, yeah, Americans, you know. Go ahead.
It says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
Yep, and of the sea. Now the sea represents the people, man. All right? You believe you go into Revelation 17 and it speaks about the sea being the people, man. Go ahead.
For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath.
Now, who is the devil? Esau, man. What does the devil mean? It means deceiver, all right? It means the deceiver. What is he doing now? He's trying to deceive the whole world with the war on terror, man. That's why every fucking day there's some incident happening, man. And it's like the brother going into, you know what I'm saying, the Second Amendment. They're trying to take that away. You know what I'm saying?
They're trying to destroy the whole Constitution because they can't implement the New World Order. They're trying to destroy religion. They're trying to destroy the Constitution because you can't put forth the New World Order without destroying those two.
With the you know, freedom of speech and the right to bear arms. Them two key points gotta go, man.
And the ability, because America was built off state and religion, to keep them separate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm working, I should be able to talk about religion without being punished by the state. That's being separate because you can't go into any business and talk about religion nowadays as a worker and as an employee, because it's like you gotta keep that separate. School, you can't even at a point in time we said prayers in school. You know what I'm saying? I remember that, man. I remember they having the Lord on the wall. You know what I'm saying? And we said we just said our Father. I forgot the prayers, but we did say a prayer in the beginning of school. They made us say the Pledge of Allegiance, and they made us say the prayer, man. Before, huh?
I was gonna say they took under God out of the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Yeah. So basically, they're taking the religion out, man, because really they want a one world religion.